Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sacred Listening. This is both a presentation as well as a healing experience for holistic practitioners and spiritual seekers. I am so grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for Charisse and her team for creating this forum, for gathering us all up to deliver all of our healing medicines to you. So thank you, Charisse, and your team. During our time together, I'll introduce myself, of course, and I'm going to share practices that will help you to feel and hear and sense the information that you need so that you can heal yourself through your own guidance. Our guidance is everywhere. It's your guidance is in you, it's around you, and it comes from the source. And it's really imperative that you learn how to align with that guidance so that you can help yourself, so that you can tune in and help yourself and others to heal. So it's no secret that we are living on at a time on this planet where we're undergoing a really rapid period of growth and change. And I think that we can all agree that as this growth and change unfolds, there are entire systems that are transforming themselves. And a lot of things, a lot of information, a lot of energy that was hidden before is now being revealed. And so we're seeing that in politics, we're seeing that in the climate, we're seeing that in corporations, we're seeing it in the people, we're seeing it everywhere. And so I bring to you this workshop to help you navigate and heal in these times. My name is Brighid Murphy, and I'm a healing catalyst and a wellness leader for people who are holistic practitioners and spiritual seekers. I help you to expand your consciousness through the practice of spiritual growth. I'm a healer's healer, so I work with a lot of folks who help other people. And I help you to see what is hidden so that you can access the wisdom of your soul and evolve. So I'm here to offer tools to help you transform your consciousness so that we can all have access to the next level of our knowing. It's there in that next level of our knowing and in the expansion of our consciousness that we can get the bigger picture, that we can make choices out of a place of trust and truth so that we are not making or forced to make choices out of fear and uncertainty. There's so much fear and uncertainty in these times. And I want us to be able to come from a place of feeling and being and walking in the world in a solid way. So if that sounds good to you, type in the chat whether you're here live or watching the recording, and let me know if you are ready to transform your consciousness. So my topic is sacred listening. And you might be wondering, what is that and what does it mean? I'm going to share with you what that is and what it means, how it came to me, and how you can practice sacred listening for yourself and help yourself and our world. So we'll start out with what is sacred listening. Sacred listening is putting yourself in a place to receive information from your body and to communicate with your cells. Your cells, the very cells in your being, have information for you. Sacred listening is interfacing with your soul to get information on your path. Your soul, your essence, it knows the way, and it's a matter of tuning into it so that you can find your way faster and easier and more effectively. Sacred listening is also about opening a doorway to the sacred forces that reach you. It's opening a doorway so the sacred forces can reach you. The sacred forces, the guidance, it's closer than you realize, especially now in these times. Sacred listening is also tuning out the noise and distractions to find the truth. Because when you turn down the dial on all of the extra, all the noise and distractions, what is real can be revealed. Sacred listening is about evolving yourself so that you are in a relationship with all living things. And that is a place of true harmony. Sacred listening is ultimately about reclaiming your power to heal, so that you have what you need and realize you have what you need inside of you. So I was guided to share this so that we can change our consciousness. When I was in my teens, I had a realization, like a wake-up call. I was about 17, and it told me that we needed to have a big shift on our planet. So since then, I have been on a path where I am listening and helping other people to heal themselves through spiritual practices. Over the past 30 years of shamanic practice, and I'll explain what that means, I have learned how to listen in a way that gives me access to what we can't see with our eyes. I have learned how to incorporate ceremony into my work. And I've learned that the key to healing and reclaiming our power is in the listening with all of our senses, not just our auditory senses. So what I'd like to do with you is share 3 keys to sacred listening to help you to open yourself as a conduit, to expand yourself, heal and evolve through the lens of what has helped me. And that's the practice of shamanic healing. And something to know about my presentations and workshops is that they're experiences. After I get done explaining what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you in an experience and take you with me. Because the planet needs you. The planet needs you to step in and become a deep listener so that you can be of service to yourself, your family, your community, and the collective. And these post-COVID years have been challenging, right? You've been through a lot. We're coming out of a health crisis that caused a huge global trauma. We're in a climate crisis generally, and we're also experiencing a reckoning for social and cultural equality. We're experiencing war in the Middle East, and we're in the process of a very real danger of people's bodily autonomy and rights being swept away. So it is time for us to show up. It is time for us to heal our deep wounds and reclaim our power so that we can collectively transform on the planet. And it begins with us, our hearts, our souls, our beings. And if you're feeling that, if you're feeling the pull toward that change within yourself, type in the chat, live or watching the recording. Let me know if you can feel this too, because I feel it like a pulse that moves through me. So when you're able to listen in a sacred way, you can more easily draw in the medicine that you need for healing. And from there, you help the frequency of the earth and all beings come into balance. And it's my strong knowing that each of us can make a difference during the uprising of these times. And I want to give you the tools that you need to move through the fabric of reality as it changes, because it is changing. And I want to help you to move past old patterns and beliefs and listen deeply so that you can evolve and we can all evolve. So thank you for showing up to this presentation and this experience. I want to introduce myself more formally, share a little of my background and experience so you know where I'm coming from with this presentation and with this information. Then we're going to dive into sacred listening. And it's important to know that you will absorb this experience on all levels. So allow yourself to receive and trust that you're getting what you need. So hello again. If we have not worked together, if we're new to one another, and I know that there's a lot of folks that are new faces to me in this group. My name is Brighid Murphy. My pronouns are she and her, and I live on the ancestral land of the Nipmuc and Pecumtuck in Western Massachusetts, USA. I'm a healing catalyst, and I help spiritual seekers and holistic practitioners who've tried all the things and haven't healed yet. I work with people who have already done or are in the process of doing energy work, yoga, affirmations, chakra balancing, talk therapy, you name it. My people have experienced all of this and they're still stuck in their process, but they're ready to heal old wounds and reach the next level so that they can be free. I help them eliminate pain, illuminate their consciousness, and get to the bottom of the issue to receive the insight that they're looking for. And through the sacred listening, I give you steps to reclaim your power to heal. That's a snapshot of me. I know many people will read a book or go to a weekend workshop and get a certification that calls themselves some title, master of something. A lot of people will take a workshop on shamanism and quick throw shamanic up on their website. And I have trained for a long time with my teachers. I have a role of service in the communities that I'm a part of. I'm involved in and work closely with my own team of spirit helpers to get where I am today. And that's why I'm able to help people to get the results that change their lives. My clients are healing themselves and their families successfully, and they're starting their own healing businesses. My students are actively connecting with and helping their own communities. And I've been doing this work for years. I've been in some really hard spots. I've been in the trenches. I've had my own dark nights. And when I was seeking and searching on my own spiritual path, I wish I knew what I teach people now, because I would have saved myself years of suffering and shifted my consciousness a heck of a lot faster. So when you come across someone who is living in their light, their presence elevates you. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you, to help elevate you to see your own light and help you to awaken to your own power and potential. And I'm really here for people who are ready to step it up. If you feel called to connect more deeply, please reach out. I've got beautiful ways to work together, and there will be a link for how to connect with me somewhere in and around this video. I'm here right now because this type of work activates a new level of healing. And we need as much healing activated as possible right now, because it's time to rise up, expand, and grow in all the ways. So I've been facilitating healing work for almost 3 decades. And as a catalyst and an accelerator, I don't do this alone. I listen to the sacred forces that move through me. I don't own what moves through me. I learn from it. And what I learn is for everyone. And this is what I bring to you. So right now, I'm going to be sharing something that will empower you to the next level of your healing. What I have learned about healing is that it requires that we listen for a new approach and a fresh perspective. And we have the opportunity to do that with sacred listening. And that's exactly what shamanic practices help us to do. So what we're going to do today is we're going to open space to become aligned so the sacred can reach you. We're going to expand your healing conduit. And we're going to work with the healing power of the drum. We're going to set your antenna for sacred listening in your everyday life. Everything that I teach and share can be taken right out of this presentation and done at home on your own on a regular basis. Type in the chat whether you're live or watching the recording, and let me know if that's something you're ready for. Are you ready for practices that'll shift your consciousness in your everyday life? So I want to ask you to turn off any distractions. I'm going to take a sip of water. Cell phones. ringers, dingers, zingers, anything that's going to make noise or pull you away from your own experience. I'm going to lead you to a place that requires all of your attention. Half of it will not do the trick. So just like if we were in person, there's a potency that happens when everyone is present and on the same page. So yeah, get present, get on the same page with me, take a breath and get comfortable, because we're going to have an experience once I explain what it is that we're doing. I think a good place to start is to talk a little bit about shamanic practice. Shamanic practitioners work in conjunction with spirit. We're conduits, as many of you are conduits. And that requires that we include the sacred in everything. And I want to do that now. I want to open up the space to ensure that we receive, or that you receive, everything that you need. Opening the space for what is larger than us to reach us gives us something to listen to. If you have a candle that you want to light, or a sacred object to bring into this space as you communicate with your soul, please do it. If not, no worries. You might want to close your office door or dim your lights. Get comfortable. I open space with the drum and the sound of my voice. So we're going to do that now. And opening space simply welcomes in the healing forces. It offers gratitude and welcoming. And when we do this, when we open to all of the healing forces available to us, we create the opening for something new to occur. So I want you to come with me. I want you to breathe, close your eyes if that feels good, and welcome in any of your angelic forces, divine forces, guides, the energy of your soul, whatever energies you find healing. I'm going to do that with my drum. And I'm going to welcome you to tune into the drum as I open up the space for all of us and with all of us. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes. Place your hands somewhere on your body and just relax. We're going to welcome in the healing forces, honor the spirits of the land that we live on, honor the elemental energies of the earth, the fire, the air, and the water. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, 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 hey, hey, hey. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ay, 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 ah, 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 yeah, 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 oh. We honor all of the healing and helping forces within and all around us. We honor our guidance, we honor the energy of our souls, and we honor the teachers, all of our teachers, both physical and spiritual, for holding doors open for us. Thank you for opening this space with me and being present as we walk through this together. I have walked a path of service for as long as I can remember. I met my teachers in my early 20s. Becky and Crow founded the Church of Earth Healing in Ohio, and I owe my learning and shamanic practices to them. They taught me how to create ceremony. They taught me how to have relationships with the healing forces and the elements. They taught me how to make my own tools. They taught me how to understand the role of a shaman, both contemporary and traditional. And when I was ready, they taught me the advanced work of a shamanic healer, which is deep work that helps people to regain their power. Shamanic healing is something that I offer on behalf of a client, community, and the planet. And it's a part of how I help people be empowered to change their consciousness. Shamanism is a practice and a way of life. It exists around the globe. It exists in different regions and continents. The way it's practiced is diverse. And I want to start by giving you an understanding of shamanic practice so that what I'm sharing with you makes sense. My healing path is informed by shamanic practices, and I want to briefly explain because there's a lot of misconceptions around it. Shamanism is about communication with the spirits of healing. It's a way of life. The term shaman was coined in the 1500s when Europeans observed Siberian people doing their healing work. The word is applied loosely these days when referring to First Nations people and natural healers. But it really has a very specific meaning. And that is, well, first I'll say an animist believes that there is a spirit in everything, in the trees, in the water, in the animals, in everything. A shaman is one who talks to those spirits. And a shaman is someone who goes into a deeply altered state to seek out the spirits to bring back healing and bring back information for wisdom and for communities. Shamans intentionally and deliberately go into trance and they develop the art of sacred listening. Shamanism in its historical and cultural context is not an easy path. It's not a sought out path. It's a tumultuous path with a lot of personal sacrifice. So a large part of healing has to do with listening. A shaman and a shamanic practitioner listen with all of their senses and they receive. So we listen to the sacred and we also listen to the pain. We listen to what the pain is communicating to us. So the first of what I want to teach you about sacred listening is opening the space to communicate with spirit. In this shamanic practice, we open the space for spirit to move through us. You can do this and be supported. You can get insights and start tap into healing for yourself. We do that through our physicals, working with our physical space and our energetic or our psychic space. We opened the space together a few moments ago. You can do that at home by sitting quietly, breathing, lighting a candle, honoring the sacred, and opening to source. It is that easy. And once you do that, you welcome in that which is larger than you, and things go differently. There's space for something new to occur when you open up a portal for healing to come through. So my teachers taught me one key to working with energy was to manage my own. And then I learned the next step to that. And what I want to teach you today is about managing. A piece of what I want to teach you today is about managing your energy. And if you work this practice, you'll find that you have access to deeper listening. Already we've opened space in the way that I do with clients and ceremonies, although I'm usually a little louder and open space for a longer period of time. And I welcome my clients and my students to do that with me. This opens a portal to the sacred. It also helps us to shift consciousness. Now, in addition to creating the space physically and spiritually, we want to prepare our hearts, our minds, and our energy fields. This gives you a platform for, or a foundation for being in your body, and it prevents you from getting drained and opens you to larger healing frequencies that you want to be listening to. So let's just get right to it. I'm going to lead you with the drum through a practice of rooting into the earth so that you can be sourced from a place of purity and clarity and open you up as a conduit for healing. So we're going to root into the earth, and then we're going to breathe, and we're going to do what I call open your top and your bottom. You're going to open the space above you and open your feet. And what you're opening to is the energy of the sun, the energy of the source to come through you, and the energy of the earth and the wisdom that's there to come up through you. When the earth and the sky move through you, your channel is open and you receive the help that you need, the information that you need, and the guidance that you need. And this practice that I'm going to share takes 3 to 5 minutes to do. And when you do this on a regular basis, you'll notice a shift in how you receive information. So get comfortable and just listen to the sound of my voice. Don't worry if your mind strays. Just bring it back to the drum and the sound of my voice. This is a drum that I've been working with for probably about 10 years. I made this drum with a teacher, and it's very near and dear to my heart. And it's an extension of me. It helps me to lead and guide healing and help people through meditation practices, as well as lead and guide ceremonies. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in and allow it to fall. Begin to feel your body relax. Begin to feel your heart soften as the beat of the drum welcomes you to connect with the deep part of you that holds wisdom. Begin to slow your breath down, lengthen your breath so that your inhale is clear and easy, and your exhale through your lips if you're able. That allows more of an emotional release for you. So you're breathing in and exhaling out. And next, I'd like you to slow your exhale down and imagine that you are pouring it through your body. Exhaling down through your chest, through your belly, through your hips and your legs. Pouring that breath through you like honey falling out of the jar. Breathing in and breathing down. And as your breath and your rhythm slow, you begin to tune into the heart of the earth. And I want you to imagine that as you're tuning into the heart of the earth, you are breathing down into your roots. Imagine that you have a root system, and it moves from your feet or your spine down into the first layer of the earth. And it moves down through the second layer of the earth. And your roots, they search for other roots that are so deeply embedded in the earth. And when they find those roots, they wrap around and around and anchor you. So that if the wind blows your body or your heart, you always come back to center because you are rooted in what is real. And as you continue to breathe, find the light that lives in your center, in your core. You might imagine it as sunlight, a little flashlight beam, a simple candle. Imagine that light starts to grow and glow, and it becomes warmer. It expands all through you. So you are anchored and you are centered in that light. Giving yourself permission to relax, permission to heal, permission to be present. And then I invite you to imagine that the space above your head begins to receive the energy of the sun or the stars, your choice. And the energy of the sun or the stars comes pouring through you, opening your channel and informing your cells, waking up your consciousness and allowing you access to an infinite amount of possibilities. And as that energy pours through the top, open the bottoms of your feet with your intention. Your body follows your thoughts and intentions. So open the bottoms of your feet as if there were little windows on the bottom. And then invite some of the earth energy to come up through you. The knowledge and the wisdom of the growth cycles, the healing cycles. That's what comes up through the earth. And so you have the earth coming through you and the sun and the stars coming down and moving through you. You are conduit. You can release what isn't serving you and bring in energy that will. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the energy of the source for moving through us. Notice how it feels to be open to the sun and the earth. Notice how it feels to have your conduit become clear. And notice how it feels to be anchored in the earth so that you are supported. And take a few more breaths in. Breathing down into the earth. And when you are ready, feel your feet below you. And then open your eyes. How did that feel? What did you notice? You can type in the chat and let me know. Or type in the comments if you're watching the replay. So this is something that I have learned to do that sets my day up and helps me to work with others. And when you do this on a regular basis, you'll have more energy because you're drawing from a source that's bigger than you. You'll feel less reactive to other people's stuff because you're anchored in your own power. And you'll stay centered more regularly. If you'd like a recorded meditation for that, I have a link for you so that you can just press play and go with it. Now I want to talk a little bit about shamanic practices and lead you in a deeper connection. So the goal of shamanic healing is the same everywhere. There are common techniques throughout shamanic peoples. The aim is to restore balance and power. There's key components to this practice, and I want to talk about a few of them. One is listening to the spirits, to the natural world, to someone's soul. I believe that if everybody on the planet was truly listening, we could heal just about anything. Another component is in creating a reciprocal relationship with spirit, a back and forth, a lean in and a lean back. We need this. We need to be in reciprocity with the sacred forces. We need to be in reciprocity on the planet in general, and this practice can help us do that. Third key is through ceremony, because it opens a door to every healing possibility. And the fourth component is stepping aside and allowing spirit to move through you without interfering. So all of this is part of sacred listening. We welcome in as sacred, and then we receive, and then we share. I wonder what the world would be like if folks were really listening, if folks were in reciprocity, if folks were stepping aside out of their own egoic ideas of what is right and listening to what other people need. We'd have more compassion, and we'd be able to alleviate suffering, and we would have probably much less violence and hurt. And so shamanic peoples often say that we become, or they become a hollow bone or a hollow reed. The healings and the work that I do are not done by me. They are done in conjunction with my spirit helpers. And I've learned to listen in this way. And through that, I get the bird's eye view, a larger picture. And so this is the work of anybody who is in healing, who does healing work, to be in a practice of sacred listening, quieting yourself, welcoming in the healing forces to guide you, and then being present for what is. Through that, you can listen to the cells in your body, and they will speak to you. Through that, you can listen to your heart, and it will speak to you. And by listening to your heart and your body, you can receive the answers for just about anything you seek. Whether you are wanting an answer about healing a condition that you have in your body, or you want an answer for how to move forward in a relationship or with a job, this practice will help you to do that. It expands your frequency so that you can perceive. And listening isn't always about hearing, it's about perceiving. So we've opened the space. We've prepped our energy by grounding, opening the top and the bottom, and you've opened your conduit. And now the second and the third key to sacred listening that I want to share with you is to welcome in spirit and the sacred forces and receive the guidance that's available to you. Your guidance will come through in many ways. Your job is to create a space for it. So a simple way to create, to connect with the sacred is to open your conduit the way that we just did. And to open up your palms, because that's put you in a place of receiving, and to create space to receive the answers. I know this might sound simple, and I find that some of the most powerful spiritual practices are simple. And when they're done repeatedly, there's a profound shift in our consciousness. So I'm going to ask you to follow me, stay present, and know that you cannot do this wrong. Your whole being responds to a practice like this. So think of something that you want healing. So think of something that you want to heal. Think of something you want insight on. Let me take a drink of water here. In your body, in your life, in your past, within a relationship. And we're going to create a space for you to listen and receive answers. We're going to do a shortened version of this, and you can do a longer version of this anytime you want. I'll send you a link that will help you to do that. So again, take a deep breath in. And we're going to engage in the practice of sacred listening. Take a deep breath in, loosen your shoulders, wiggle your toes. Go back into that centered place that we were just in by anchoring into the earth with your roots and breathing. By coming into your center and finding the light at your core and breathing. By opening up your palms and allowing them to rest gently on the desk in front of you or on your thighs, saying, I am ready to receive. And welcoming in your personal helpers, healing guides, gods, goddesses, orishas, saints, divine forces, and say, thank you for being present in my life. Thank you for moving through me and informing me. And thank you in advance for helping me to heal what I want to heal. And you can thank them for what it is specifically that you want to heal or that you want insight in. And as you have anchored yourself and opened yourself and welcomed in the healing forces, I invite you to place your hands on yourself and be present and pay attention, noticing what comes through to you in shapes, colors, sounds, figures, or inner knowings. And as I play the drum and allow the drum to help you in this process, continue to breathe and receive insight from your body, your heart, your mind, and the source. Paying attention to any information that is coming through to you, through your eyes, your ears, your heart, and your intuition. Information that comes to you through your body, and simply paying attention. Take a deep breath in. And thank the healing forces for moving through you and any information that you receive throughout the day and the evening. When we open to the sacred forces, information starts to flow and continues to flow. And you can share anything you notice in the chat or in the comments. Now, what we've done is created intentional space for the sacred to reach us. Palms up, gratitude in advance connects you with the outcome that you want. I invite you to do this once a day. Spend 5 minutes a day breathing, centering, and welcoming in the healing forces. So we've covered a lot in a short period of time. Quick recap. The first key in sacred listening is to align with and welcome the sacred. The second key is to prep yourself through managing your energy like we did and set your antenna for listening. The third key is to shift consciousness. Drop into a space to receive. You can do that for a little bit longer on your own. And when you listen to the drum, it shifts your brain waves. That's a topic for another time. There's been research done on that. So you can do this at home in the morning when you start the day. You can do this when you're sick and you need to find out what's happening in your body so you can heal yourself. And you can do this when you want guidance on something. You can do this when you want to calm your nervous system or relax. And it's simple. You pause, you breathe, you root into the earth, you open your top and your bottom, open your palms, welcome in your guides, offer gratitude in advance, and be present and accept all incoming impressions. These techniques you can use each day or when you feel you need it. When you do this regularly, you'll have more energy and you'll set your antenna for listening and perceiving. You'll open a portal to the sacred for yourself and anyone you work with. And everyone who uses this and practices this has more energy and is positioned for sacred healing, sacred listening. Thank you for your willingness to dive in here with me. If you're live or watching the replay, leave questions in the comments and connect with me through the link on the bottom. Happy to chat with you. I know it's not always easy to get there on your own. I have a couple of links with some free offerings that you can engage in. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day and reach out if you'd like to chat or work together. we're going to take a moment to say thank you to all the healing forces and close our space. Thank you to the spirits of the land. Thank you to our ancestors, our guides, and the elemental forces. We appreciate your love and your guidance. You take a deep breath in, send it out through the earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a pleasure to share this with you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.